Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about professional spellcasting. I'm aware that there's many that use my potions for professional spellcasting, and I can't honestly blame them. It's a surefire way to get a 100% result, but I want to definitely talk a little bit about this subject because I want to make sure that certain boundaries are clear. A lot has gone into these potions, and there's definitely a certain way to use them. I also want to go over a bit of advice when getting into being a professional. So, first, you're going to need, if you're going to be doing this, I have a few in-house rules. Don't sell to my own students. Don't sell to anyone within this group, even if it's through Etsy or through somewhere else. If it's a member of our group, take a look at the member list, get to know it. Don't sell to my students. Don't call your shit my shit. Don't go make potions, spread mine amongst, 50 of yours, and then expect that everything's just gonna be fine. You're gonna piss off a demon quite a bit that way. You could do spell casting with potions. It's fine with an unbound potion. But calling my stuff your stuff, or using the potion names and literally reselling them, it's not going to work. You're going to spread your demon out to 50 different people, and they're going to be pissed. And last thing you want is a mad demon. The next subject is don't use bound potions for commercial purposes. The last thing you want is to do a love spell for someone and for them to suddenly be in love with you or your man or your woman. And you want to be sure that you have an unbound potion. There's a reason for it. We've had situations where people are like, oh no, I used this commercially and now we have an issue. Make sure it's unbound. Again, make sure they're unbound. Be open about it. I am totally fine with, people making their money and doing this. I don't recommend spreading out one bottle amongst more than, honestly, 5-6 clients at the most. A demon's going to know if you're just pimping them out, basically, and that's very frustrating. Let's see. The next rule I have on using my products for professional spellcasting is not to talk shit about my own brand. I've had people who have had more audacity than sense go and will try to compete with Seventh Witch House while using Seventh Witch House. Weirdest shit ever. You don't go and kill the golden goose. Right. Again, I am fine with people doing professional spellcasting as long as you do it with integrity and respect of my craft, and as long as you're open about it. I love to train professional witches. That's a big part of what Diabolical course will be about, and I'm honored to have those students. You'll learn a lot, and you'll learn how to do this very safely and in a smart and productive way. My next piece of advice is if you're going to be doing professional spellcasting, using royal demons, and using these products, I want you to make sure that you have integrity while working with these demons. Get to know them. Actually follow this path. Don't use this as some quick side hustle, because they know the difference. And you're going to end up causing yourself more problems than it's worth. I don't recommend being a demonic spellcaster, professionally, unless you really know what you're doing. You need to have experience in this. You need to have proof of concept. You need to make sure that you have received the types of blessings in your life from these products that you are promising to others. You need to make sure that you have actually experienced these things. And that way you can speak from experience. Not that it won't work, of course it'll work, but just having the integrity of as a professional witch is very important. You need to know what the hell you're talking about. You need to know what the process feels like. You need to know the difference between depression and a dark night of the soul. You need to know the difference between a rough patch and testing. You need to know the rules of how royal demons work. If you're going to do this professionally again, you need to be you need to consider yourself to be very responsible for everything you say. If you're technically guiding someone out of a place that is typically very dark into somewhere that is very light. So you need to make sure that you have your shit together. Don't be offering consults when your own damn life is a mess. Make sure you have your shit together. Make sure you are good at this. Make sure you know your demons' names. Make sure that you know their specialties. Make sure you've worked with them. Make sure you know what demons are involved with the potions. If you have questions and you're a professional, ask me. Make sure that you're in a good place where you can lead somebody from a bad situation to a good one. Also, pricing. Now, the potions are definitely priced accordingly. If anything, they're probably priced beneath what they should be. Because frankly, they work stronger than descriptions. They last longer than descriptions. And they're simply amazing. But I have seen people who will go and spend $50 on a bottle and then charge $3,000 for the service. Don't be a greedy asshole. Don't be an asshole. I recommend for a service, you're going to charge somebody outside the group, service being the cost of the bottle to no more than 3 times the cost of a bottle. I could easily charge 10 times as much for the potions and get it. What the goal is here is to bring people home, is to get them close to Lucifer. And that's really what your goal should also be as a professional spellcaster. Get them close to Lucifer, get them close to their demons. And don't take credit for the demon's work. Don't just be like, oh, I'm so great, I'm so powerful, it's all me. No, fuck off. It's not. It's the demons. Give them the respect, give them the credit, and get your clients closer to Lucifer and to enlightenment to where that they can do their own spell work. Introduce them to the books. Introduce them to the group. Get them there. That's the whole point of this anyway. But again, I seriously stress you getting to know these demons. And you working with each of them before you go in and do professional spell casting. Also, never, ever offer services channeling demons. They will hand you your own ass. Don't ever speak for demons. As far as like, oh, well, Beelzebub said to tell you. No. Don't do that. Unless they have physically gone in front of you and asked you to do that. But if they did that, they would just go to that person themselves. Don't be channeling demons. Don't be offering invocations of Lucifer or claiming that it doesn't happen. Don't be, offering these services and mixing it with hoodoo and voodoo and everything else under the sun. That's disrespectful. This path is no joke. People are like, oh, it works so well. It seems so easy. It's not. It requires a lot of loyalty and a lot of faith. It is very serious. And demons have tempers. Now, they will not act within those tempers if you come at them with respect. But if you go and fuck around and get super greedy with them and then take credit for a lot of things and don't honor them and aren't working with the intention of getting your client closer to Lucifer, and you're only working with the intention of making money, they're gonna humble you. So be careful. These lessons are just thumbnail of what you're gonna learn as my student. And if you, I'll be teaching professional witches soon. I do recommend the Diabolical course, and I'll likely have a professional witches course. But again, I just wanted to, not only support you and say, definitely this is a great field and you can do a great world of good while supporting your family, but understand that it's just not a game. And this isn't like wishing on a bay leaf under a full moon or something. This is very different. And I want you to make sure that your experience as a professional spellcaster is a positive one and not a dangerous one. I implore you to learn all you can and to always work in integrity and respect. If you have any questions, my inbox is open. It's very hard to get a message from me right away because I get so many a day, but I'll answer. And you can ask your questions in the group and I'll answer. I do recommend taking the courses. It's where you get to know a lot of us one-on-one more. And like I said, and we have a whole mod team if you ever need us. So again, just remember that this isn't some quick side hustle, and it's not something to add to your collection of tricks and spells in your own shops. This is an entire lifestyle, and lifetime loyalty is very much expected if you're going to professionally work in this field. So think on that. If you're not into professional spellcasting, ignore the video entirely. And we'll see you around. Happy casting.